Joe Giglio for NJ Sports. Now on this Wednesday, May the 13th, last night in Chicago, the debut of the heralded prospect for the New York Mets, starting pitcher Noah Syndergaard, the big right-handed pitcher that was acquired in 2012 from the Toronto Blue Jays in the deal that sent R.A. Dickey over to Canada. And of course, the Mets also go back Travis d'Arnaud, their starting catcher when healthy. So a big piece to the future of the Mets puzzle. And right now, a big piece of the present of the Mets puzzle. They're in first place trying to hold off the surging Washington Nationals. They lose Dylan G with a groin injury, and here comes Noah Syndergaard after dominating AAA last year, an up-and-down season. So many in the beginning of 2014 when he had a tremendous spring training. Thought Syndergaard would arrive earlier. It took him some more time, but by no means is he a prospect that is a late bloomer. He is still very young to be in the major leagues and to be pitching as impressively as he did for most of last night. Look, Syndergaard lost the game, gave up a home run in the middle innings. Chris Coughlin put one over the middle of the plate. He made a mistake. In 5 1/3, he gave up 3 earned runs. He walked 4. He was not perfect or close to it on Wednesday night for the Mets. But what you did see is a glimpse of dominance. What you did see is enough to make you believe this kid has the potential to not only be a good starting pitcher in the major leagues, but a frontline starting pitcher, adding another arm to what the Mets already have in Matt Harvey, to Jacob deGrom, to, when healthy, a Zach Wheeler. The future of the Mets rotation is as bright as you can imagine. As good as the team is right now, as good as their starting pitching is right now, with a veteran like Bartolo Colon not walking anyone, and with a guy like John Neese giving solid innings, and Dylan G, when he's there, doing a decent job. As good as it is now, it could be even better as the years go on. And for everything Syndergaard we heard about, he looks the part. He looks like a future ace. 98 miles an hour averaging on his fastball, and that wasn't just an average because he pumped it a few 100-mile-an-hour ones as the night went along. Literally, the last pitch Syndergaard threw and the first pitch Syndergaard threw came in at a perceived velocity of 98 miles an hour. He averaged 98, he went in 98, he went out 98. That kind of sustained velocity is very, very rare for starting pitchers. In fact, the last one I could truly remember coming up from the minor leagues and having that ability, and he had it for about a decade, and now his arm is starting to go a little bit, but was Justin Verlander for the Detroit Tigers. Now, look, Syndergaard is a long way before he becomes Justin Verlander, but he has that kind of skill set. The fastball and then the curveball we saw on display last night, helping him get those strikeouts, dubbed in last spring training the hook from hell from manager Terry Collins. So you take away positives from Syndergaard's initial debut here for the New York Mets, and you look forward, I think he's going to stick in this rotation, and I would not be surprised, depending on how long Dylan G is out, if he never reclaims his spot here in this New York Mets rotation. Syndergaard, to me, pitched well enough and showed you enough that he is a major league pitcher right now. For the Mets, as they move forward, as they try to qualify and be a contender all year long, their best team, their best 25-man roster, and their best 5-man rotation, to me right now, includes Noah Syndergaard. On Tuesday night, he was decent, but he showed flashes of being great. I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports.